Ami, so let's talk about this. Consent is very important.
Yeah.
Very important.
I am all about consent.
Yeah.
Even in the middle of sex, when a woman says, I don't want any more, you have to stop. I totally understand that. But I also agree that, or I also feel that if a man has been, trying to chirp you for a minute, and he's been saying to you that, oh, why don't you come and spend the weekend in my house and whatever, and you actually agree, pack up your bag and go to this man's house.
Yes.
To me, honestly, I feel like that is a certain level of consent.
Very good.
Because typically, you're going to a man's house. So I'm thinking in my mind, first of all, you're not homeless. You're not looking for anything. You have a television. You have everything that the man has. You equally may have. You may even have more.
Get away.
Or get away. Let's go to spend the weekend in a Kosombo, whatever. I feel that agreeing to go is a certain level of consent. It's not all the way 100% consent, but if you ask me, I would say that is like 50% consent. Because there is no way I would agree to go with a man who I have a problem sleeping with.
Okay.
If I go to any man's house or I spend the weekend with any man, in my mind, this is a man that I don't mind sleeping with. Because nothing in this world will make me pack up a bag and go to a man's house who I do not want to sleep with. Like, but what am I doing here? Do you understand? I feel like it's such a logical...
That makes so much sense, right? I feel like as women, it gets to a point where like you realize that should be the case. But we need the men to understand that inviting someone over and assuming that like they've consented to having sex with you is wrong, because if she's told you I don't want to have sex with you and you've told her to come over, she's already told you I don't want to have sex with you, and she comes over, you try to touch her, she's like, no, I'm not trying to do that.
No, but I'm sorry, you don't want to have sex with a man, what are you going to do in his house?
Or even go on
a holiday with him. And typically some of these holidays it's an all expense paid, so you're expecting this man
she's just coming for the pictures
to pay your way the entire weekend.
Go to
and
Royal
then
Saint
you tell him that I don't want to. But so what are you here for?
Like, consent is still consent.
It is consent.
Okay, so
I totally agree.
I
totally agree with consent, because sometimes you may even feel like, and this thing has happened to me before, where I've been on the phone with someone, he wasn't in the country, and our conversations were lit. Like I was absolutely into this person, and we even talked about coming, video calls, everything. And, I'm coming to Ghana, everything. I was absolutely into it. But when he came and I saw him physically, all of that disappeared.
Yeah, so now you have every right to change your mind.
And so I changed my mind. And that is valid. That is absolutely valid. You can feel like you like someone from a distance, but when you get close to them, you feel like, you know what, I think this was a bad idea. But in that instance, please pack up and leave. Because when you continue to stay, like, I don't like a man, but I've been in his house for 1 week. I'm sorry, that doesn't add up in my mind.
Of course.
Because I feel like the minute you decide that there's no way I'm sleeping with this man or I won't have anything sexual with him, do not be in his face.
Don't even be in that.
I think it's like math.
But then...
It's a simple...
A lot of times, right? It's what they tell the girls. That's why usually it's like, do not put the blame on her. Maybe like there was something she needed to get. Maybe it could be school
you had to send her money.
It could be something.
Maybe you had to
so
send
she
her
wants
money.
school fees.
It
she wants
could be
money.
anything related. Maybe she needs to get come copy files for lectures, movies, anything.
Oh, no, but those ones are different.
They're different.
No, those ones are different.
Yeah, a lot of guys will come, invite you to their house, and in their heads, the fact that I've asked you to come to my house means I am expecting to have sex with you, and that's my way of getting.
No, but those ones are different. If
those
you're going,
ones are different,
if I'm going to visit a friend because they are unwell or they are my course mates and I'm going there for notes or I'm coming to your house to copy movies, those ones are entirely different. And then there is, when a man is chirping you, this man is coming after you. He's been talking to you for a minute. Babe, let's hang out. Let's go to dinner. He's bought you this and that before. And that man is asking you to come to his house. That is absolutely, if I do not want to sleep with you, I will not come.